Yeah, bugger it. I just started. Anyway, I can always cut it off, Anyway,
Sure.
shall we start?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just walk. Let's roll. Hello, everybody. I am the Ecstatic Gamer, as you know, being on my channel as you are, and this is my friend.
Hey everyone, I am Naru, and I'm here to talk to you about
You're here to
games
talk
and
with
stuff.
me.
Yes, that is also true.
You don't need to tell me what we are talking about because you already prepared this, basically. So, in this series, we're basically going to walk around in video games. I know different ones, or maybe just WoW. We're going to figure that out and talk about stuff. Today, we are talking about video game sequels.
Yes, and on point number one, we have, are sequels doing more good or bad?
Are they, though? We had once a heated conversation, didn't we, about that? You were protecting Assassin's Creed, defending it, actually.
Yep. I love Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, but why? Just a second. Would you like more to have DLC or continuations of Assassin's Creed 2, or just the pure sequels like Assassin's Creed 3, for instance, that didn't bring much to the table besides the boats, which were done?
Well, that depends. I mean, when you talk about Assassin's Creed, you're talking about various different characters, but there are some characters that people were really attached from the beginning. I mean, some were for Altair, but I wasn't really into Altair that much. But then Ezio and Assassin's Creed 2, I think that was one of the most charismatic characters they've ever made. And, if they made more games with Ezio, I think people would be cool with it. They already made 3, and, well, they kind of butchered the last one with the story,
Which last one? To be honest, they butchered the story by...
Revelations.
Were you actually there for the story, to be honest? Was anybody in Assassin's Creed for the story? I mean...
Well, no, I actually first got into Assassin's Creed because I loved Prince of Persia. That was one of my favorite games growing up.
Yeah, see, okay, Prince of Persia is one of those games. Now my question is, did the Prince of Persia sequels, let's take these for instance, did they do more good or bad to the series?
Well, there are some good sequels and then some bad ones. I mean, I loved...
of course, there are good sequels and bad sequels.
I did like the Two Thrones as well. Warrior Within was really, I think it was kind of complicated.
Yeah, but did
some
you
of
just
the mechanics.
Didn't you just say that you actually, come on, that you played Assassin's Creed, for instance, for the story? The Two Thrones story was so lame. It was.
But I did like the gameplay because you could turn into like a sand demon thing, and that was really
sand demon
cool.
thing. You mean Venom from Spider-Man?
Well, okay.
You're hanging from the ceiling, choking people with the stuff that goes out of your hands.
I'm a sucker for that kind of thing.
Yeah, but that's basically being Spider-Man. Huge coincidence is actually, remember the actually good Spider-Man game, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, the one with really good websites? Yeah, it came actually out at the same time, I think, as the Two Thrones. That's a little
It was a good game. I liked it.
Now, who was cheating from whose assignment there? But I don't actually remember who made the Spider-Man game, but I actually love that one.
I think it was Activision. I'm not really sure.
Activision, before they started making Destiny. Yeah, okay, now...
Let's not talk about Destiny right now.
Yeah,
That's a conversation for another time.
Let's talk about Destiny 2 then.
Are you sure you want to talk about Destiny 2?
Did we seriously need Destiny 2? You played... Okay,
no.
I'm gonna actually defend Destiny 2 here, because I didn't play Destiny 1. And
I did. I played a lot of Destiny 1.
I have a review, or a kind of review of Destiny 2 on my channel. I actually praised it a lot, because I like the shooting and stuff. But then I started...
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really addictive.
Yes, addictive, but... if you could have had more DLC for Destiny 1 or something like that, why did we seriously need Destiny 2? Did it bring enough to actually be worth being called a good sequel?
It did not. I mean, the story was incredibly short. I mean, it could have been a DLC for Destiny 1, to be honest. And if they're going to make a Destiny 2, I mean, why wouldn't they? They should have made it more, I don't know, more complex, more quests, more story. It was a bit bland.
Yeah, I
I
do.
mean, I finished it and I never picked it up again.
Yeah, that's the thing. The two we actually played through those missions, and it was really fun. But after that, it's just the
Yeah, yeah.
grind and those loot boxes. Oh man, that
I
fiasco.
do enjoy the PvP though. The PvP is really fun. I did enjoy it a lot in Destiny 1.
I'm really not a fan of shooter PvP. So a little bit.
Oh no.
But yeah, see, sequels are actually just. What was the last good sequel that you played? Try remembering back. Try remember back what the last good sequel was that you played.
Ooh, Jack 2. Jack 2 on the PlayStation 2.
Whoa, no wait. Was it was it sometime like close to this? When did you play it?
I don't know, maybe 10 years ago,
Dude,
maybe longer.
dude, I kind of hope that you're gonna defend sequels, but that was the last good sequel that you played.
Well, I think so. I mean, there are. I really can't think of a sequel I really did enjoy.
Do I seriously have to defend sequels now? Oh my god. Okay, so
I mean, I'm not. I really can't remember any right now. But if you jog my
I
ideas,
for
maybe.
instance, Divinity Original Sin 2.
I didn't play that one.
Oh, dude, you should totally. It's really good, but the thing is, I'm usually when they make sequels, mostly AAA, like Call of Duty and Destiny, as we said, and so on. They are kind of cynical cash grabs, and they just want more because they can't really earn that money from just selling DLC. I think, although they are earning a fuck ton of money from earning DLC anyway.
Well, now that I think of it, there is one game maybe.
Which one? Okay, I know, dude. I've seen you play StarCraft a ton, so
yeah,
StarCraft
I do
2.
play StarCraft a lot. Yeah.
Okay, no, we're gonna end up being fanboys. Let's try thinking about sequels that Blizzard didn't make. Wait, okay, did you play Max Payne 2 or 3?
No. Oh, Just Cause 3. That was a good
3?
one.
Yeah, Just Cause 3. Yeah, see, but okay, let's see Just Cause 3. What did it expand from Just Cause 2 to be actually worth buying?
Well,
why is
the
it enough?
ridiculousness scale was over the top. I mean, you had a humongous map. You couldn't traverse it on foot. It would take, well, hours, literally. And the combat and explosions, they're just so gratuitous. It's just really fun. I really love the game.
Yes, but you basically what you explained that could have been about Just Cause 2, because in Just Cause 2 the map was huge, even though quite empty. But yeah, I'm just thinking about. I didn't buy Just Cause 3 actually, but now that I think about it, it's just I like playing Just Cause 2 again and again because I just drive around doing stuff. But yeah, I
pretty much the experience with GTA as well.
Yeah, I get kind of jaded. You know, I played so many sequels. For instance, Dragon Age 2, any of the Call of Duties.
Oh, Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yeah, Dragon Age Inquisition. Dragon Age Inquisition was actually a completely different game from Dragon Age 1. It's open world.
It was.
There's a lot of collecting. It was more of an MMO than a sequel to the classic RPG styles of BioWare.
It was more hack and slash.
Yeah, was it supposed to be? Yeah, why did they make it a? Was it cynical to make it a Dragon Age sequel instead of making it a separate IP?
I mean, I don't know. Companies are having that swap over from the top-down RTS turn-based thing to more action-based. Look at Final Fantasy, for example. They were turn-based for years, and now with 15, look what they did.
Yeah, 15. I can't even fathom 15 sequels. Like, no game can be good after 15 sequels. You just sequel the bollocks off of it, dude. It's just come on. Like Final Fantasy.
It's like a good TV show. When you get to like 5-6 seasons, enough is enough. I mean, some stories should end by that point, and they don't. I think it's the same with video game sequels. They're just trying to get the cash grab flow coming in, you know?
Yeah, but not all of them. For instance, I don't know how aware you are
Yes,
of the latest Prey game.
Prey. I've heard about it,
It-
but I haven't played it myself.
It's a really good sci-fi horror. You should totally try it. But I actually put it into I think number 4 spot in the best games of 2017.
Right.
It's really good. So okay, listen to this. It's a sci-fi horror. It's a little bit like System Shock, but the game before that, like the game, this is basically not a sequel, but I know a remake. But it has the same name. Do you think it was named like that just so they can cash in on the fame of last game, even though it was not that famous? It was a little bit niche, but still.
Well, I mean, it does make sense that they would use that.
Yeah, well, it makes sense on the front that you get actually more exposure because you already have the fans that are going to buy it. But isn't that a little bit like swindling, you know, like over the audience? I mean, yeah, they're like, oh, look, Prey, and they have expectations, stuff like that. And it's like, oh, no, it's not a Native American shooting up big boobied aliens from space. Yeah, and talking to his predecessors, but it's a guy being in a huge space station, and he is getting attacked by these shape-shifting aliens. Should they have made it something else, or just? Yeah, I think I've thought about
I
it.
think the idea was to please the fans of the old System Shock.
Yeah, but why not just call it something Shock? Because the makers of System Shock didn't really trademark the Shock name. Why not just call it Space Shock?
That would be ridiculous, no, wouldn't it?
Alien Shock, something. Okay, dude. First off, it's not hilarious because BioShock had the same. You know?
Yeah. I have heard that they were inspired by System Shock as well.
Yeah, they're not inspired. They basically raped System Shock and and just grew the baby on their own, and it became BioShock. But
Right, but still a different story. It's a sequel.
Yeah, no, not really.
Prequel?
No, it's just a different universe with basically the same tropes like System Shock had.
Well,
But yes, dude, BioShock. Have you played BioShock? Please tell me that you have.
yes, I have.
Oh, of course you have.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, tell me, how many BioShocks are there?
3. There's 1, 2, and Infinite, I think.
Yeah, but in my opinion, like BioShock 2 is so... It's such a cynical cash grab. It's just BioShock 1 again. But okay, you have different characters, but the moral decisions are much blander, and the story is... And it came out really soon after BioShock 1.
Mm-hmm.
Should they have made that a DLC? Because you played the Big Daddy.
Yes, they should. Because
Yes.
it's basically the same place, It would make sense if it was just a DLC with another different character.
Yes, see, that's the problem. Like, do video game companies, developers, do they make too many cash grab sequels like this? What do you think? Like, for the age that we're living in, it's always everywhere you turn around. It's either
Well, some
reboots,
game
remakes,
companies might not
remasters.
start out like that, but I think the fans would just... they were demanding so much. Look at what they did with Assassin's Creed. They had to slow down the production from every year to once every 2 years, so they could perfect stuff. So
Yeah,
things like Unity didn't happen.
why do you think that they actually did that? Do you think this was just my idea? I think that was a PR stunt. Like, oh, we're totally gonna make it now every 2 years so we can focus
Well,
more.
even if it's not, even if it is a PR stunt, they do have that extra year to work on the game. So I mean, I expect something at least.
But I can just imagine like a guy, sitting there and how do we fix Assassin's Creed? And there's a guy saying, oh, we should add bombs. No, we already had that. We should add No, not boats. We should... And then just a guy...
Eagles!
Just a guy. He's like sleeping, his arms. He's one of the white-collar guys, just sitting in the background. He's like, what
Yeah.
are we talking? Like, yeah, let's just make Assassin's Creed every 2 years, and everyone's like, oh yeah, fuck yeah,
Yes, amazing idea.
Yeah,
Good job. Good job.
such innovation.
$500 million.
Yeah, they actually did that. And the new Assassin's Creed, they might as well have made it in a year. It's
Well, I mean, I haven't played Origins yet, but have you played it?
dude, Origins. It's basically you have a hidden blade. It's you have that eagle stuff, and it's set in Egypt, and that's basically the differences. It's
That can't be it.
dude,
That can't be.
okay. There are many. There are many bugs. The what?
You know the whole arrow mechanic where you control the arrow in mid-flight?
Oh yeah, dude, that's what Assassin's Creed did more of, like magic and stuff. Dude, Assassin's Creed, do you know what the name of it? We go right here. Do you know what the Assassin's Creed, it's a combination of Assassins and Creed, and
Yeah.
when was the last time that the name was a legit information about any of the games besides the first one and maybe the second one?
Well, they're assassins and they have a creed.
Okay, Assassin's Creed. What is their creed, for instance, in Black Flag?
Um,
I'm a pirate.
I know.
Oh,
I
hey,
know.
do you want to be a
it's no, it's the base. That base and the southern area, southeast, I think. Southwest. There was an assassin base there.
Yeah, dude. But the thing is, listen. The third game, it was not the third game, the Black Flag. I don't want to talk about Assassin's Creed 3 because that one is.
Let's not. I did not.
Yeah, let's not. I don't wanna. It's too bad we agree too much on these things. But dude, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Why not?
I loved Assassin's
Yeah,
Creed.
why not just name it? Why
the
just
pirate game that everyone wants?
yes? Why just not call it the pirate game that everybody wants instead of Assassin's Creed? There was there was
the Assassin's Creed,
yeah, the Assassin's Creeding was in the background. It wasn't the main part of it, and that's what annoyed me so much. I'm glad that they finished up with the future Desmond plot.
Wait, did you enjoy the game?
I did, but not. I didn't enjoy.
Wait.
Dude, no, stop.
Enjoy the game. What did you enjoy in the game?
I enjoyed the sailing and the sea shanties. I didn't enjoy Assassin's Creed. That's the problem. I didn't enjoy Assassin's Creed, dude.
I know. Well, it should have been a different game. But imagine if it was a Pirates game and it had some Assassin's Creed stuff in it with the pirate game name, not Assassin's Creed.
Ubisoft.
Wow, this is an awesome Pirates game. With Assassin's Creed stuff.
Ubisoft is making that game. Have you even seen the trailer? It's called something sea something. It has the same ship combat like Assassin's Creed, literally the same, but it's gonna be multiplayer. You can jump from ship to ship and fight. As far as I've seen, I'm still waiting for a bit. Yeah, they basically did what I thought that they should do after Assassin's Creed 3. Yeah, just make a different ship game. People are gonna like it, and they didn't after Assassin's Creed Black Flag. They didn't tag on the Assassin's Creed name to it. Why not just do it first? Do that first.
Well, they didn't know if the game was going to be well received or not. Why not test it with Assassin's Creed, where they knew people would actually buy it and test it out?
Yeah, did they? Yeah, but the thing is,
good concept, and it was a really good concept, and they made a new game, which is the one that's coming out.
Yeah,
I think it was really smart.
Yeah, of course. We're going. Yeah, just follow the road. Thing is, listen. I was thinking, how much did Assassin's Creed stop being original after let's say the second one? I don't want to say after the first one because the second one was actually quite good. Twin Blades, Italy, and stuff like that. But Assassin's Creed. Do you remember Assassin's Creed 1 coming out? It was like, oh wow, there are Templars, there's this future plot, sci-fi here and there. You can sneak. It was basically Hitman, Templar version, basically. Just the Middle Ages, the Crusade Wars. But what did Assassin's Creed invent? What did they make after... Oh, come on, don't kill wolves.
It was looking at me funny.
Wow. I should just turn around from you. Wait. So, what did Assassin's Creed do that was so innovative after Assassin's Creed 1? Besides the ships, I know you're gonna say ships.
Ships.
Yeah, dude. See, that's the problem. And you know how many Assassin's Creed, how many games it has?
But ships was a good addition to the games.
You know, no. Let's say besides the ships, is it Assassin's Creed has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, 9 games, and besides DLC.
I did enjoy Syndicate as well.
Yeah, but dude, why did you enjoy Syndicate? What did you enjoy in it?
The fact that I had 2 characters. One was like full on, let's just beat the shit out of people, and the other one was stealthy. I think it's cool being able to choose between both. And some of the quests, some of the main story missions, you actually alternated between one and the other. I think it was nice.
Yeah, that was nice. But don't you think that they would have made a better game if they just pooled all of those efforts to make those 2 campaigns, which are, in my opinion, mediocre at best? I mean, compared to Altair's story and Ezio's, mediocre at best. I didn't like the characters, so would have been better if they didn't. And by the way, just gonna sidetrack here for a moment. Let's go left. They totally did that for PC reasons because the PC crowd cuckooed about female protagonists. But no matter. Wouldn't it be better if they just made one character and put all of that effort into making an actually good character? Did you like... Okay, what are the personalities? Let me just ask, what are the personalities of those 2 characters? Give me their personalities. Just explain both of them in one sentence.
No. Because you're just going to flip it all around again.
Dude,
I know.
Dude, so what about Ezio? Can you explain him?
Well, yeah, he was really charismatic as well.
Yeah, he was...
But the thing is about Evie and Fry, they were like brother and sister, and so it's kind of...
Oh, they're brother and sister, because I know the siblings actually have no personalities. I mean, I have a younger brother, so that's why I'm talking this... That's why I'm talking this monotone and... I know, dude, sorry. Oh, we totally got sidetracked. Weren't we supposed to be talking about...
to be honest, I really can't remember how the personalities were. I think Evie was like the cold, calculating one, and Jacob was he was the brawler one.
Yeah, so she basically was Batman, and he was Robin.
No, he was kind of like the Hulk.
That's...
Let's bust in and smash it.
No, dude, I just... Imagine Hulk in Assassin's Creed, just like with 2 hidden blades. He's just going around, but never taking them out.
Hulk stab.
Yeah, no, not just stabbing people. He just goes around smashing people like
usual.
The Templars. Yeah, and they go into Hulk's past. You know, Hulk lays on bed. Hulk's past, and then it's like everybody in Hulk's past is actually just a big burly guy. It's just. Yeah, then Hulk is like climbing, trying to climb everywhere. He can't really hide, just sitting on a stool, you know, trying to be inconspicuous. And literally nobody sees him. You know, he's just a big green guy standing there between like 10 people. Yeah, and nobody knows him. Like,
be doing that.
Yeah, like like in Renaissance Italy. Well, everything is looking weird, to be honest, in Renaissance Italy. So Hulk totally blends in.
Yeah, perfectly, of course.
Of course. Yeah, they should put Hulk into more games. I mean, I would love to see Hulk in Destiny, just taking all of those derps and just like screwing them over. Oh man, we totally got sidetracked for this one.
Yeah, we did.
So
I guess we could just edit it or not.
Nah, totally not gonna edit this one. Screw it. So sequels. Yeah, sequels, good or bad? Do they actually hamper originality? What do you think?
Well, I like the idea of sequels, but the sequels they make today aren't good enough to be considered sequels, I think. They don't have enough content.
Dude, okay, tell me, how many new IPs can you tell me that came out during 2017?
I'm not quite sure. Horizon Zero Dawn, was that last year?
Yeah, that was actually, but that was for PlayStation. Oh, you people that can actually afford PlayStation. What are you doing?
Sorry, I have a wireless mouse and I had to plug it back in.
Oh,
and my push to talk button is on my mouse.
I thought that you're gonna cheat and open up. Okay, which games came out during 2007? Oh yeah.
Yeah, Google it. I think Horizon Zero Dawn, that was a really good game.
Dang, I'm a PC peasant, so I don't have money for those consoles
Yeah,
and
but the
stuff.
exclusives are so good. They're so good.
Which of them? Horizon Zero Dawn.
Uncharted.
Oh, sorry, Uncharted. Which one? There's dude. All the Uncharted are basically the same.
And they're all good.
But they're the same. It's just the same game. The climbing, you climb. I played actually Uncharted on the PS3, and it's just. I've seen two different games, and you just climb. Something happens, and he's like, "Oh no!" And then you just continue. It's every time. It's always the same plots, and don't get me started on the story. It's just Indiana Jones over again.
It is, but it's a really good one. It's like Indiana Jones. It's like a reboot of Indiana Jones, but it's not.
Yeah, but it's always the same, I don't know. I just.
What? Let's see. Let's try it this way. What would you have different in Uncharted then, from one game to another?
I just wouldn't
Or
make,
any other,
dude.
or any
I
other.
just wouldn't follow Drake. Just make a Uncharted-like game, and put another protagonist. For instance, it can be a woman, and she. Dude, listen. She can be a woman.
Maybe they thought that with Indiana Jones and came up with Uncharted.
Yeah, but see, and Uncharted was good until it sequeled its balls off. And now it's just another Uncharted. Like they could make the protagonist woman, and she could have been stranded, on a island, and where she has to fight for her survival. Oh no, that's actually Tomb Raider. Yeah, actually, Tomb Raider is basically in my head, but just a gender swapped sequel for Uncharted. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's actually funny. Uncharted ripped off Tomb Raider, the first one, and now Tomb Raider is actually ripped
off Indiana Jones.
Both of them, the story wise, but gameplay wise, come on, it totally ripped off Tomb Raider, and now Tomb Raider is actually ripping off Uncharted, which is like so weird. It came full circle somehow.
Well, yeah, that is true. But look at it this way: in a world where sequels are, well, much worse than the original because they are not well thought out.
Not all of them.
The Uncharted series, yes, most, but the Uncharted series is a good sequel series. At least I think so.
Yeah, well, you can. That's such a PC defense, like, or at least I think so. It's like, oh, rape rape is bad. Rape is really bad, but it's not that bad. At least I think so. That's such a defense.
You really want to have rape jokes in your channel?
A part of me doesn't really care, so I'm just gonna keep going now. We're gonna pretend I did. So anyway.
All right.
Okay, and anyway, it's just I don't know. I'm really conflicted when it comes to that. I like many of my favorite games are actually sequels, like Warcraft 3 and Divinity and Nier. Actually, one of my that's wow. Okay, listen to this. 2 out of 5 best games in 2017 that I put on the list were actually sequels. If you don't count in Prey. So yeah. See, but I always get.
Well, you do like sequels then.
Yeah,
but
I want to ask the question: do they hamper originality because they are sequels? They expand on the story. They expand on the story, and like I see when they make a new engine and stuff like that, and new abilities. I understand being a sequel, but most of the games, like for instance Call of Duty, it's just come on. It's basically the same gameplay.
It's just the same thing. It's like wash and repeat.
Yeah, see, basically the stories are always like, oh, you're actually going well at the start, and then something happens, and mystery, somebody betrays somebody before the end, and then America, fuck yeah, in the end. Or in space.
Basically, that you just summed up the entirety of Call of Duty games in history.
I did like that one when you were actually in the northern.
I like Modern Warfare too.
I like that northern part when it gets a crossover with Game of Thrones, and then you fight Jon Snow on this like frozen place.
I don't remember that one. Which one? Which one is that?
It's the last one, the one when Call of Duty is in space. Is that Infinite? No.
Oh, I never played that one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
the bad guy, the main bad guy is actually Jon Snow from what's his name? The guy that portrays Jon Snow in Game of Thrones. It was really off-putting. I can see him as a bad guy. He's like, he has that accent. He's trying to do an American accent. He's like, oh no, I'm the bad guy. And you're totally gonna be like, in the end, like, you know what? You're just gonna get screwed over in the end. I'm gonna fuck your shit up. It's like, and it happened. I'm like, oh wow, who would have guessed? You actually won in the end. Like, oh come on, Call of Duty, just stop pretending you're not sequeling your balls off just to make more money, sequels, and of course zombies.
If you want an example of bad sequels, any one of them, you just go for Call of Duty. That's like.
Oh, dude. Okay, dude.
You
if
can't even
I
dispute that.
want bad sequels, I can just start with all of them. Not all of them, but many. Bioshock, one of my favorite series. Bioshock 2 is just dreadful in my opinion. Not that bad. I played through it. Of course I enjoyed it because I just love the Bioshock. But Tomb Raider, like there's so many of them. They're same. And what else? Thief, the new. It's not even a sequel. I hate it when they just named the new game just the same name that it had. It's like, oh, Thief, and I'm like, yeah.
Oh, okay. On a positive note for sequels, they do continue with mechanics that people really enjoy. For example.
Yeah. Okay. Let's end the video with this. Is it if you just want the mechanics?
Right.
If you just want the mechanics, why make more sequel? Why not play just the same game? If you really, because people are asking for many sequels. People are asking for many sequels. Do you think that
again back to Assassin's Creed, they do change their engines a lot, right?
Yeah, but do you think the players are actually buying sequel because they're deep down inside, maybe not willingly, but they know that they want something new, Yeah,
they want something new with the mechanics they already know.
Yeah, but come on, how far can you get in a game when it's here's a bloke, hide until you stab him up? How much can you innovate? I mean, okay, dude, the best Assassin's Creed game, in my opinion, is actually Styx, Master of Shadows.
That's not an Assassin's Creed game,
dude. It's so.
Okay,
dude, you play the new Styx.
Another really good. Okay, if you're gonna be like that,
dude,
then Assassin's Creed game would be Shadow of Mordor.
Come on, the first one, please just tell me the Shadow of War is bollocks.
I'm saying Shadow of Mordor,
not
War.
Dude, Shadow of War, or as I call it, Batman of Mordor. It's it's just Batman Arkham Knight in Mordor reskinned and loot boxes. But we're not gonna go there. We already said
that's for another day.
Yeah, that's another day. Yeah, so let's just recap this for somebody who actually skipped to the end of the video to just hear this.
This was a very confusing conversation if you were with us from the beginning. So
yeah, so if you're not here from the beginning, sequels are good. Yeah, we like sequels, but done well. But all in all, the amount of sequels that we hate is much bigger than the amount of sequels that we like.
Yeah, and the idea of sequels is much better than the actual sequels themselves.
Yeah, so people, come on, just make original games. We want some new IPs. I want more Hollow Knights, and I want more Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifices. Come on, give me more in my face.
Otherwise, they're going to make a sequel and ruin it.
Ah, damn it. I totally ruined it. Please do. It's already too late,
God
isn't
damn it.
Bollocks to this. Anyway, yeah, we're totally gonna end it here. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. This was Naru. We're gonna try to make more of these, at least like every 2 weeks. I would love to make it every week, so if you should we sell out? We're totally gonna sell out, shouldn't we? Yeah.
Are we gonna sell out?
Yeah, let's just sell out, bugger it. If you liked it, then I already screwed this over. If you liked it, put a like and share to your friends who totally gonna love listening to the two of us talking for half an hour.
Love, share, and subscribe.
Yeah, totally. And I don't even remember how do people say it.
What?
I don't know. There are like a few of those. I'm just gonna like cut it off like a minute ago. Bye bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching, both of you. So yeah, actually, and big shout out to Guildies. Bye bye.
Yep, Planina.
Say bye, Naru.
Bye guys.